Hey everyone, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to my weekly Friday stamping. I'm just going to give it a few seconds for everyone to find me. I'm trying something different tonight too. I'm using, I haven't been able to see you guys' comments, so I'm trying to use Facebook on Chrome on my iPad instead of using the app. Oh, and I can see you guys. Yay, I can see your comments. So welcome. Friday stamping. So everybody likes my new, the new name for my Friday stamping. That was suggested by Sandy Berghaus, and I love that you guys like that. So let me just make sure everybody's coming on. I can see you guys. So I just want to show you what I'm using for products before I get started. I'm using the Sunny Sentiment stamp set, and I'm using the birthday one. It says, hoping your birthday is filled with all the best things. I'm using the You're a Peach designer paper. You can see the pretty patterns here. Now this sheet, I'm almost out. You can tell it's my favorite one. So this is side one, which has basic patterns, which is always my favorite anyway. And then if you flip it over, it's got all peachy and flowery and greenery. Very nice paper. So if you saw me this week on my Stampin' Ink Designs group, I told everybody I was sick and tired of Christmas cards. So I've gone back to the annual catalog. Now, I'm also using the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. I'm using this color. I'm using the crinkled seam binding ribbon in white, Calypso Coral ink, and then I'm using these two dies that go are a bundle with the Hippo Happiness. They're actually from the Hippo and Friends, and look at all the dies you get with this set. I love all of the framed dies. There's so many shapes there you can use. If you're interested in the dies, it's 153585 in this set of 25. Okay, I kind of advertised that you guys couldn't miss this class tonight because I've wanted to try this card for a while now, and I finally got around to it. So I'm glad you're here. I'm sure you've seen this card from other demonstrators. So this is the front. You know what? I'm gonna make you guys wait. It's the inside that you want to see, but I'm gonna do the outside first. We're gonna create the outside, and then I'll show you what's inside. How's that for a teaser? So I have the same layers on both cards. I've kept it simple in the front because wait till you see what's inside. You can see a ribbon right here. So I'm using Pear Pizzazz for both card bases. 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2 on this one. And my next one is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so now let me dig out all the pieces. I've gone ahead and cut using the two dies already with Pear Pizzazz and Basic White. So let me go ahead and do the stamping on the sentiment. I love teasing you guys. Okay, Calypso Coral. There's my first one. Let's see if I can get the next one straight too. There's number 2. So very nice shape, very nice inking. And I am going to draw a name at the end of the video for both cards that you guys need to share, and let me know that you shared in the comments so I'll know who to pick from. Okay, now both layers use Basic White on the outside, 5 1/4 by 4. By making you guys wait to see what's inside, that means you got to stay tuned, right? Okay, here's the piece for card number 2. I had a lot of fun with this card. It's going to require a pattern, and I do have a pattern for you. I'll load it to the page when I'm done. Okay, so we've got 2 pieces of designer paper. I think they measure the same. Yep, they do. This is 3 3/4 by 2.5. So let me go ahead and glue those in place. That one's going to go down here, and I'm going to leave 1/4 inch around all 3 sides. And I'm going to glue this one. Whoops. Let me get some more adhesive. I just ran out. Okay, so this one's going to go up here. 1/4 inch all the way around. Next, I'm going to tie the ribbon where the 2 pieces meet. And I almost never, I shouldn't say never, I almost never cut my ribbon ahead of time. I use the spool. That way I don't waste any. And then I cut it off once my bow is tied. And I always like to make my loops small. Okay, so let's cut that. I'm going to trim both ends. And then I just need to bring this down just a tad. And I'm going to glue the pear pizzazz. It's going to go right in the middle. And my stamped one, I'm going to glue it dimensionals. I might as well add the dimensionals to both of these since I'm going to use them both. Oh, I did something wrong already. Hold on. I forgot the orientation of my card is different. So I was supposed to stamp this sentiment this way. Like I tell my customers, there's always 2 sides to a cardstock. Phew, I got that fixed right before the dimensionals were stuck on there too much. So I get that all fixed. Okay, so that's going to go in the middle of this one. I got carried away with stamping my sentiment. Okay, so there's the front of card number 1. So all I got left to do on that is to add some of these self-adhesive sequins. The glue is all there for you already, which is wonderful. Okay, so there's number 1. Now let's finish up number 2. And these are not the same size. So these are 5 by 2. And 5 by 1 3/4. I'm going to add the blue striped one on the bottom to match this card. It's got to match. So far this is easy. I can't wait to show you what's inside. Any guesses? This is like one of those, it's been all the rage type of card. I'm going to let you guys guess. What dies for the labels, please? Okay, you must have missed. So the Hippo Happiness is the stamp set. And then the Hippo and Friends dies is what I'm using. And I used the 2 larger ones on this side. 25 dies in this set. And for those of you guys that don't know this, during the month of December, I always like to tell everybody thank you for supporting me. So I offer you guys 20% off anything you want to order, $50 or more. So just to let you know, we still got a couple weeks. I can't find my loop. It's not long enough anyway. And what I do is you just place your order using a hostess code, and then I mail you a check for the discount, the 20% discount. So if you're interested, I'll post the hostess code again tonight. I've been trying to post it daily just so everybody knows. That's the only way I know that you're part of the discount is if you use the hostess code, so don't forget. Unless your order is $150 or more, then don't use the hostess code because you're going to earn your own rewards. Okay, there's that one. Now I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to add the Pear Pizzazz. I do the 20% discount once a year. And like I said, it's just to say thank you to everyone for supporting me. I'm like $2,000 away from a milestone, so any order helps me reach my milestone. You'll hear about it when I reach it. Okay, so that's, oh, wait a minute. We need the bling. One more step. And then I'm going to show you the inside. Okay, now we're ready for the inside. Let me push these aside because I'm going to need some room. Okay, I'm going to do this one first. I wanted to do both orientations just to show you that you can do either or. So I'm going to pop this open and look what's inside. A little gift bag. It folds flat and then it pops up. So you can put cash in here. You can put a gift card. So that one sits like that. And then this one sits like this. Isn't that cool? Look how cute that is. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Now I do have a pattern, and like I said, I'll load it on the page for you after I'm done with the video. I've got my 2 pieces of designer paper, 9.5 by 4, and I'm using the striped one. I've already gone ahead and done this one and got it ready, so you don't have to watch me do this twice. Let me dig out my scoring tool. And then there's 2 sides to this because this tells you where to put the adhesive when you flip it over. You need adhesive in quite a few areas. So let me go ahead. I'm going to start this way. And you just need to follow right here. It says score on the 9.5 inch side. 1/2 inch. 1 inch. 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 9. Okay, then we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to score on the 4 inch side at 1/2 inch and 3 inches. A lot of score lines. Okay, I'm going to put this one down. Now, all you need to do is trim. Now, let me get my paper scissors. We're going to trim all of these corners right here. We're going to chop them off. I'm actually going to flip this over. So on this one, you get 2 little squares. It's kind of going to be opposite of each other, but that's okay. It still works. And then we're going to find the other 2 squares in the middle. We're going to chop those off. And the little square all by itself on the end. Okay, so there's this piece already. Now we're going to turn it this way. We're going to cut off the rectangle. These are a little bit longer. And then you get 2 rectangles in the center. And then the large rectangle, or 2 rectangles to create the large square on the end. So very easy. When you guys get the pattern, you can just print it. And then you'll see if you follow where I tell you to cut. See, it fits right there. So I'm going to try to do that in a document instead of just posting a picture. That way you'll have the exact size that you need. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to confuse myself a little bit only because I'm opposite end, but that's okay. I should have flipped my cardstock over, or my designer paper. So now I'm going to add tear and tape on the 2 bottom sections right here, glue and glue. Okay, then we're going to flip this over And we want the 2 large sections. And the little tab right here, which is on the opposite end for me right now. Okay, so there's my 2. Now, all I need to do is fold all of these on the score lines. Now, this one is going to actually fold, so that you're going to have a little V on the inside. And this little one, now we get the flaps on the end, on the long end. Okay, but before we glue them in place, I want to bring one in to show you. We need to add the little ribbon. Now, you know what? I don't think I wrote down how much ribbon I used. I meant to do that for you guys. Let me just do a little guesstimate here. Okay, my ribbon is about, I want to see if I had it right. It's about 7 inches, but I'm going to go 8 just so I'll have extra. So I'm going to need 4 of those. You can make your ribbon as long as you want. There's no right or wrong length to do this. So let me cut 2 more. Okay, now the ribbon goes at the top, and it's going to be where the wide pieces are. You can see where I folded the wide over. Oops, I hope I had that in the camera, where the wide flap folds over. So what we're gonna do, I got a 1/4 inch hole punch. I'm actually going to fold this over, make sure everything's lined up. These are my 2 big tabs. I'm not even measuring because this is easy. You just go in right through the corner as far as you can go. Bring it up to about 1/4 inch. And punch. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So all the way in the corner till you can't move, and then turn it to 1/4 inch. Okay, now we're going to thread. Actually, I'm going to pull the tape off. We're going to thread this through to the inside. And that's where the tear and tape is going to hold this in place. So I'm going to have this sticking out right there, about the length of the designer paper. And then when you fold this over, the tear and tape is going to actually hold the ribbon in place. See, it's not going to come out. We're going to do the same thing on this one. So thread this through on both holes. And I'm going to pull this so it's about 3/4 inch. So actually 8 inches is good for the length of the ribbon. Press this down and then make sure this doesn't come out. So there's our little handles. The next step, we're going to fold this over, and then this little tab is going to lay on top of this one where it folds. So we're just going to bring that in. Let me fold this nicer so I can see the fold. And we're just going to layer those on top of each other. Okay, so both sides now have the little V for the bag. So you can see how it's going to fold flat. Okay, let me go ahead and finish the other one. So you're going to watch me do this one more time. I like to peel this off ahead of time. Where's my piercer, just so it's ready to fold over. So again, we're gonna put the ribbon through. Oh, I can see a lot of hearts. You guys love this. Isn't it cute? It's just the cutest thing. Whoever came up with this is a genius. Okay, so again, we're gonna take this and pull it. Make sure it sticks straight out so that the tear and tape will catch on it. There's one. So this would be great for a Christmas card. I am just so tired of making Christmas cards right now. I just needed a break. So for you guys that still have gift cards that you're giving out or cash, this would be perfect. Okay, so let me pull the ribbon and then fold this down. And now I just need to fold this. I didn't use my bone folder yet on these. So we do have tear and tape left over on the end pieces. I'm going to show you what to do with that. Okay, so again, we're going to glue the sides together right where that folds. Whoops, I got this in the way here. Okay, and there's my little gift bag. Now let's go ahead and finish the inside. So we got these two. Now to make it look good, you could add designer paper on both of these. I just opted to go with white. So I have 4 pieces of white here for each, 2 for each card. And then I'll show you how to glue that in place. So let's do this one first. And you'll see that this lays completely flat. So what we're going to do is just remove the tear and tape from one strip first. And we're going to lay the piece that still has the backing. We're going to put that down. You're going to line that up to the score line. Okay, nice and straight. Now we're just going to fold this over. So it's going to grab that first side. Now we're going to flip this over, remove the tear and tape, and fold this one over. Look how easy that was. There we go. There's that first one. Now, same thing with, whoops, my other one. We're going to open it this way. And we're going to add some basic white. Oh, and these all 4 of these measure 5 1/4 by 4. So again, we're going to add the 2 white pieces on the inside. And I'm going to remove just one side of the backing. And again, just repeating, this is the side that's not sticky yet because I have not removed the backing. We're going to line that up to the score line. Make sure it's centered. Flip this over to grab it. And then flip this over to grab the second side. We're done. And there's our little gift bag. How cute. Don't you guys agree? So let me bring these back in. I'm going to leave this one open. Leave that one open. And then I'll put these just like so. So go ahead and share my video, and I will pick a name tomorrow morning for everybody that shared. Make sure you let me know in the comments that you shared. I hope you guys will try this because it's so much fun. And I will go back and read the comments because I was a little busy, and some of you might have had some questions. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone. And I will be back live on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, but that will be on my Stampin' Ink Designs group. So make sure you join my group if you have not found us yet. Have a good night, everyone.